good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
So far, Best Buy has survived the retail apocalypse, a feat for which it receives a lot of attention, including from us.
In fact, the one problem with Best Buy stock is that it's been so darn strong.
Following the global financial crash of 2008, Best Buy distinguished itself from both Amazon and other brick-and-mortar retailers by cutting costs, emphasizing customer service, welcoming popular tech brands into its stores, and matching prices shoppers find online. All this worked. Shares reached an all-time high in 2018, and Best Buy remains an industry leader in consumer electronics. One thing that didn't help? Expanding into the United Kingdom. Best Buy opened its first big box store in the country in April of 2010, with plans to open 200 more across Europe, including in the UK, by 2013. But by the end of 2011, Best Buy canceled that plan. By January 2012, all 11 stores had closed. Best Buy bucked the trend in the US. Why not across the pond? Best Buy's UK expansion began in 2008 with the $2.2 billion purchase of a 50% stake in an existing consumer electronics retailer, Carphone Warehouse.
Best Buy was very focused on unit growth and searching out new avenues to drive unit growth rather than optimizing the assets that they had in the domestic market.
Carphone Warehouse provided about 2,400 new stores in the deal, about 900 in the UK and another 1,500 in continental Europe, where they went by the name The Phone House.
Because of that partnership, they thought they could leverage the expertise and grow their big box presence in the UK.
The plan, part of an overall European venture known as Best Buy Europe, was to challenge existing consumer electronics outlets like Dixon's Retail and Comet. And the crux of that plan? Customer service.
I'm not sure that they did wonderful research. One of the things that they said correctly was that customer service in what we call electricals was not everything that it might be, and I think any consumer at that time would agree.
Best Buy Europe was supposed to be that choice for premium service. The company even emphasized this in its 2008 annual report.
People in the UK, they're much more likely to research online and buy online. That actually the role of the store is quite insignificant.
A flawed premise was only the beginning of Best Buy's troubles. Thanks to a delay in conducting a market study, the opening of the first store was pushed from 2009 to 2010. And what did Best Buy's UK competitors, especially Dixon's, do in that time?
Their competitors launched enormous efforts to retrain their people and to train them better, almost exactly the same time that they entered the market.
Nevertheless, Best Buy forged ahead. The company opened its first store at a retail park outside of London in April 2010. A big box store with more than 50,000 square feet of retail space. But those were its next two problems.
Space. That's one thing we're going to always offer. Yeah.
We love Best Buy. We really do. All of our electronics, everything comes from Best Buy.
Yeah.
They're reliable. The sales, all of our points that we have accumulated over the years, decades.
Yeah.
They're reliable for us. We can purchase online. I've never had anything delivered. We've always had to go there curbside or in-store pickup. So yeah. I don't know if, but this is the first time that we have seen a business that's already in that country prepare. Okay, they said the Americans coming. We need a plan.
Bro, like, first of all, I think I could say y'all fumbled Best Buy. Their customer service is top tier. They got people at the door greeting you, and they got everybody in every department waiting on you so they can help you with it. Ordering your electronics online, I feel like it's a choicey thing. Me personally, how I have to see what I'm ordering, play with it, open it up, see what is it. I can't go off reviews. I need to be the one who actually add a review to the party.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think y'all kind of like this.
Y'all let us know how y'all feel about that. Sometimes they have a general statement, but that don't apply to everybody. So let us know.
Yeah.
Location and size. UK consumers, especially those in or near London, more often shop at smaller stores in city centers, not massive big box stores far out of town.
But the thing is, why is that a problem? What's wrong with the size of the store? Is y'all love to walk.
It's just not their culture.
It's not even about the culture. I just think the fact is, what's wrong with the building?
It's too big. They don't want to go there for no computer, TV. They want to go there for their cell phone. Because remember they took, what was it called? Car phone? I don't know.
Something like
the
that.
car and the phone. I don't know. They want to go there just for the
I got to hear
specific
from
item.
y'all. Put it in the comment section.
I mean, we've been
does the
talking
size
to
of the
them for a
building
long
discourage
time.
y'all from going inside?
I know me. If I only want to go get food, I'm not going into the big super center.
Yes, you
Think
are.
about Walmart.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm going to go to the neighborhood Walmart.
If it's nearby.
I'm going to go to the Roses.
If you,
I'm going to go to the H-E-B.
but
H-E-B is huge, not mine.
you gonna trip up somewhere. I was waiting for it. You was gonna trip up somewhere.
But I'm saying, like,
I think it's still very much centralized within cities. You wouldn't take your car and drive to a huge Best Buy to get a fridge. I mean, it's in Essex. I don't think anyone from London went there.
If they did, consumers likely found the gigantic big box store far too large for comfort.
The stores were too big. It's not how people here in the UK are used to
You
shop
hear me?
for those kind of electronics.
No, I get it.
I listen
The
to the
store
people.
can be big. I understand that. But what is discouraging about a big store?
it's overwhelming. Like I said, they want to go there for a specific item. That's
Which
just
is-
what's in their culture.
No, I get it. It could be culture. That's facts.
It's,
It can be they like small stores. That's facts. My question is, and this is for y'all, put it in the comment section. What is discouraging about a big store?
50,000 square feet. That's a big store.
IKEA is a big store. I'm overwhelmed by IKEA.
IKEA is not the UK. That's
I
not
know,
a
I
UK
get it.
store.
That's a huge
I mean,
store,
it's probably
though.
there, but
Nebraska.
that is Texas.
That's another store that's pretty huge. HEB. Bro, $100. 100.
100.
I
We're
get
used
it.
to that. We actually like that.
I
Oh,
just,
that's a big store. I bet they have a lot of things in there. We like that.
nah, I'm not trying to go. I'm not exploring.
Think about their pubs.
If
Their
you know
pubs
what
are
you
small.
want, that makes sense.
Exactly.
But
they don't want to explore.
what is the? It's not for to explore. There's options.
Americans
What happens? Okay, I know y'all. We drawing
like
it
to
out.
spend money.
I hear you. I know we know who's
Uh-huh.
spending, right? But what I'm trying to say is, when there's a space that has a lot of stuff in there, regardless if you know what you want, when you come back, there may be something else in that same location where you
Exactly.
can get it for next time.
Exactly.
So there's more items available, except for the little bit that you are offered. Spread it out with more space.
Their pubs are tiny little bars. They like what they like. That's why I didn't work there. They barely lasted 2 years.
We got some more to go to see
Okay.
what else happened.
Their partnership was not what it might have been. Carphone Warehouse, who they had worked with, had been successful in what you would call Main Street, or we call High Street. But actually, this venture chose to be out of town.
And all that space didn't come cheap.
Retail real estate in the UK tends to be very expensive and not well suited for the big box model that tends to be successful in the United States, where real estate tends to have lower costs and be more economical.
To put the size of Best Buy's stores in context, take Currys, a line of consumer electronics stores owned by Dixon's Retail. Around that time, Currys' 550 stores were, on average, less than 1/5 the size of Best Buy's first store in the UK.
First store.
But perhaps the most important reason...
First
I
store.
still don't see a problem.
First store. The problem is the culture. You can't go there with an American mindset trying to sell to a different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
And if their stores are generally this big, why are you coming here? I'm here.
It's more availability. It's more availability.
This is not Texas. It's
It's
not
more-
Baltimore.
Uh-huh.
It's the UK. And then the man said that it wasn't even on the main street. They had to travel to get there. So they couldn't walk. They had to get in their car, and we already know how they feel
See,
about
now,
that.
that is a problem. That's where cultures collide. They like bikes. You can't put something there and then put it at a distance. That makes sense. But had it been in the neck of the woods,
exactly.
y'all walking culture anyway.
Walking distance.
Y'all walking culture anyway. The only difference is the size. When you know what you want, size don't matter. You in and out. But when there's options,
okay, I
then
get
you
where you're
good to
going.
free roam.
I get where you're going. But the problem was, they should have, if they wanted a big store like that, they should have brought it to the people.
Man, y'all just...
The first store, like, y'all could have opened up in the mall.
Yeah.
Test it out.
You know what? Start small or start somewhere where the people can learn it and then gradually introduce them to it. Y'all gave them a steak and told them to swallow the whole thing.
Listen.
Okay.
Why Best Buy failed in the UK were the most basic: a suffering global economy and a saturated marketplace.
It was at a very bad timing for macroeconomic condition, I mean, just after the recession. The other one is that I think they overlooked the market and they underestimated competition.
Best Buy reportedly spent £200 million on advertising and establishment of its 11 stores. That's about $366 million in 2019 US dollars. But some question how successful this was in explaining what exactly Best Buy was.
People had no clue what was Best Buy here, so why would you go to a big store that just opened when you can go to your Currys or PC World you've been going for years?
Okay, I think that's shade. So you telling me the U.S. didn't advertise anything?
They said they just spent $336
on
million
advertisement.
on advertisements.
Could have been after dropping the building first and then hitting them with the advertisement. Usually what we used to is somebody advertise something before the party start. Correct? Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking they would have done before they would have just handed it over to y'all. That's we taking a big trip here.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying they should have opened it up on the mall, on the strip, on a college campus maybe.
Let us know. Did y'all see a Best Buy ad before y'all seen the building?
Let us know. They probably didn't see the building because they said they had to drive for it.
You crazy.
People, they like to feel that the message is specific to them. They like to feel it's in their language, so the vocabulary they use, and even, dare I say it, even the accent. So they have taken things, I think, directly from American TV advertising and run them here, and that made it feel more alien, really, than it should have done.
Best Buy declined to provide CNBC with more information or an interview. In its financial filings, the company does not break out sales figures for the UK specifically. However, for the period it operated in the UK, its sales in Europe declined every year, and only accounted for less than 11% of overall sales. Compare that to Dixon's retail sales in the same period. Best Buy closed its 11 big box stores in the UK in 2012, just 2 years after initially entering the country. A very brief attempt.
It could be that it just was impossible for the people who had made this commitment to defend it any longer. The question is, how much more money are you going to pour into it? But what's the opportunity cost? What else could you have done with that money?
I think it was very naive to come to the UK and thinking they were going to conquer the market. I think they saw the UK as a small sister of the US, and they completely misunderstood the fact that UK, they are part of Europe and they behave like a European market and not like the US.
She said, stop playing with us. That's what she said. We're going to stop right there. That lady, she just said, y'all stop playing with us. We really handling the business out here. Come and surprise us with this open shopping thing. We're going to run to y'all.
Yeah. Think about it. Aldi, the way that Aldi is kind of becoming synonymous with our Kroger, our H-E-B, our Rouse's, our the stores, our grocery stores.
Yeah.
They're doing it right. Aldi is doing it right.
Y'all would love Aldi.
I love Best Buy. I love Best Buy. I think especially people who are in like the vlogging space or social media content creation space, I think we appreciate Best Buy. Yeah. We are people who barely go to like a little small mom and pop electronics store.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and I think what's important too is culture. So we are the ones who that grew up in an environment where, you know, you take that ride to go get it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If it's walking distance, cool. Or maybe we just wasn't the ones that complained about whether it was too far or not. We just love to go handle business and get it done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. Either way, I think for them culture is an issue too because they wasn't so fascinated by it as fast as they thought they would have been.
Right.
And I think it's about the space.
And I think their competitors outsmarted them. They said, "Oh, the Americans coming. Let's do this." All right. All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.